Muhammad, he have a guy, he exists in his neighborhood, and he was the most handsome man in town. Even Muhammad, he sent this guy to supposed to the king of the Roman with the letter from him because he's very handsome. But look what happened. By saying that Jibril, he is exactly look like Dahil Kalbi. So now how people will know who is Jibril and who is Dahil Kalbi, and how Muhammad himself will recognize between them. How Muhammad will know who is who and who is who. Dahil Kalbi come to him, it might be Jibril. Jibril come to him, it might be Dahil Kalbi. Do we have any Muslim have something to say? Any Muhammadan want something to say? I mean, we want to say something to us. So Muhammad always he have a very weird, stupid stories to cover his ass. Muhammad is dating a guy. His name is Dahil Kalbi, sleeping with him, and he is trying to cover the problem and the shame. Even Aisha, she said, you know, like they have jealousy from Muhammad. Who? Like who? As an example, Salman al-Farisi. Salman al-Farisi was a good looking guy too from Persia. Muhammad, he spent the whole night with him. Muhammad, he is already, as a person, he is a very fishy person. He wear his wife clothes. And let us see if we can find the hadith. Muhammad wearing his wife clothes. So Muslim will not say we are making things up. Actually, all those hadith, they are saying the same, but all of them, they are trying to find the translation is very false, translation always is false. Here you will see that Muhammad is with wearing the robe of Aisha, but let me see if I can find you. Yeah, you see all the translation, they hide the story where it says that Muhammad, look, they translate the word bed sheet. Murt is not a sheet. Murt is a clothes only for women. Here we go. You see here, look, here it says, Aisha, she said, may Allah be pleased with her, who was wearing a wool dress, he gave her permission to enter, etc., etc. Translation is always, you cannot find a good, honest translation. Okay, here we go. Look at this one. Does it say that Muhammad was wearing the clothes of Aisha while he was laying off Aisha bed wearing Aisha woolen shirt? This is not true. This is nothing is called woolen shirt. What this is woolen shirt? Murt, the murt is kind of women clothes. We can show that too. Murt is a women clothes specifically. It's like now you say skirt, you say etc. So it is a clothes for women, jalabiya, long dress for women, and only women dress it. So Muhammad was wearing that. Why this man is wearing his wife clothes? And then here in this story in front of us, you will find something more fishy. When men they enter upon Muhammad, he is exposing, like it's a long dress, but not for Muhammad. Aisha is a short woman, so it's showing his legs, showing his thigh. So Aisha, she is saying he was laying wearing my clothes, and then Abu Bakr been given permission to enter to sit with Muhammad. All right, and then Omar came and he sat with Muhammad. And then when Uthman came, Muhammad he cover his legs, which means his legs was totally exposed. Read carefully with me. When Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, asked for permission to come and and he gave him permission, he came for in a while. He was like that. He was like what? He was laying down with the same position of his of the clothes of Aisha, showing his legs. Then when Abu Bakr came, Omar came, and then Uthman he came. Omar left. Uthman said, then I asked for permission to come in, and he sat up and he told Aisha, take your garment, take your clothes. He took off the clothes. I told him what I needed, and then I left. I told him what I needed and I left. Aisha asked the Messenger of Allah, why did I see that you did not do for Abu Bakr and Umar what you did for Uthman? Which means he changed the clothes of Aisha. He don't want them no more. The Messenger of Allah said, Uthman is a modest man, and I feared that if I gave him permission to come while I was in that state, he would not tell me what he needed. What is the state he was in? Embarrassing. So Muhammad he sat in the front of men, showing his bum, wearing a shirt or a clothes of Aisha, exposing his legs, sitting and open, and they have no underwear. So Abu Bakr he come, he did not change. Omar he came, he did not change. Uthman he came, he said, and look carefully, I'm not the one who's saying that. He said Uthman is a modest man. That's mean Muhammad, what he was doing was not modest. And the reference in the front of you, and I know the Muslim, they will say to you, this is weak, brother. It is not weak. Nice to meet you, Mr. Weak. It is sahih. It is sahih. So what we will do now, we go back to our topic. So Jesus cannot be God because he ate food. Okay, what about Jesus can be God for what he do? I mean, now you remember that he eat food, but you didn't remember that Jesus can resurrect people from death. He can create from the mud the bird, according to the Quran, by breathing into the mud. How he can do that? The Muslim, they say to you, well, Allah gave him the power. Okay, Allah gave him the power to what? To be creator. So now we have two creators. We have the creator, which is his name is Isa in Islam, and we have the creator, which his name is Allah. Which one of them is God? Secondly, why Allah gave ability to create only to Jesus out of all mankind? You rejected Jesus for he have a shape or look or a form of a human being. You accepted Allah for what? He have 5 fingers, He have a shin. He have two hands in the right side, which is funny. He have eyes. He have ears. He have a front. He have back, and he have an ass. And he is heavy to the point, Allah actually looked like a Santa Claus. Uh, in case you do not know, Allah is carried by 8 mountain goats. Let us see. I'm trying to find the hadith for you. Okay. This is where Allah is located right now, according to the Muhammadan and their prophet. Above the 7th heaven, there is a sea. What? Above the 7th heaven, there is a sea. Okay, nice to meet you. Between whose top and the bottom is like a distance, like between one heaven and another. Okay. Then above that, there is 8 mountain goats. You see here between two brackets, it doesn't say, this is additional in the hadith. There's 8 mountain goats. The distance between their hooves and their knees is like the distance between the heaven and the neck and the next. Look how big those goats, huge goats, very huge, like you can say like millions of kilometers. Very big goats. Like every goat, the distance between their hooves only. And remember, this is not how big they are. This is only the distance between their hooves, and they're telling you how big they are. The distance between their hooves is the same distance between one heaven to the other. But this is stupid, because if this is the distance between their hooves, then that's mean they are bigger than the heaven itself. 8 mountain goats are carrying Allah. And then he said, then on their back is the throne. The throne of who? The throne of Allah. So Allah is carried by 8 goats who they are extremely huge. Do we have any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan want to say something? Allah, who is carried by 8 goats, who care if he is I mean whatever he is, and this is obviously, it is literally, is not a metaphorical. This is not a metaphorical, this is literally. We are talking about distance, we are talking about numbers, we are talking about how far it is. And 8 mountain goats carrying Allah. That's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is real, by the way. Many people, they say to you Santa Claus is not real. That's stupid, by the way. Santa Claus is real. He's a real person. There's a stories about Santa Claus is not real. But is Santa Claus is a real person? Yes, he is. Like the story saying he come in your chimney and etc. Those are not real. But he is a real person. So is Allah a real person? I don't care how big those goats are. If Allah is dependent, he do not need anyone. Why he need 8 goats to carry his throne? Do we have any Muslim? Any Muslim want to say something? I will give you an image which is a romantic about your God Allah, so you will feel better. Is that him? This person in the screen, he make children happy. For real. He spent all his money, his life, making children who they are poor happy. Allah make everybody sad. He make a children orphan. He make children lose their parents. He make children get to be raped, get kidnapped, slaughtered, taken into slavery. That is Allah. So it's not really fair to compare between Santa Claus and Allah. Santa Claus bring happiness. He never harm anyone. Allah is a very evil person. But we are just comparing between the goats. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Anyone? Any Muslim feel like you want to call me urgently? I think the Muslims, they are not calling because each time they call, they leave Islam. Allah, he has a foot. Jesus have a foot. Okay, but Jesus have a foot because he came to us as a human being. Allah has a foot for what? Any Muslim can explain to us? Allah has a foot for what reason? What is the reason Allah he has a foot? You see, everything have a reason. God created me, he made me in a way I am, gave me hands, have 5 fingers so I can grab things with it. Okay, I have a foot so I can stand on it. That's wonderful. Allah has a foot for what reason? Any Muhammadan have an idea? Allah have 2 hands and both of them they are in the right side of his shoulder. Which I find it very funny. I mean, and both of his hands are right hands. So what does hadith confirm? That Allah have both hands. Is that correct, Muslims? I'm so glad he have 4, not many, like octopus. So it's confirmed now that Allah is not octopus for sure, because if he's an octopus, he will have more than 2 hands. Well, he have to give me his Skype so I can call him, my friend. Mr. Abdullah James, whatever his name. So why Allah he have hands and Allah have foot? Why they are both in the right side? Anyone? How many fingers Allah he has? 5 fingers. Why? You Muslim, you say nothing like Allah. You are copying actually a statement from the Bible. Nothing like Allah. But he have 5 fingers. He have a foot. He have a mouth. He have hands. And even in the day of judgment, he will do striptease. And your scholars teaching all over YouTube, and the videos all over there, you can go and watch that, that Allah has hands, Allah has heels, Allah has fingers, Allah has shin, and he have a shape. Even Zakir Naik, he says, brother editor, Allah have a shape, but how it shape look like, we do not know. So we don't think about it. Do Allah have a shape? Absolutely. He have a shape. Okay, Zakir Naik, thank you very much. Stop spitting. So Allah have a shape, but how it look like, we do not know. That's it. That's the story now. I mean, you confirm to us a lot of information. It's like answering the water is water. Who is a Muslim want to say to us why Allah he has a shape, he have legs, he have all those crazy stuff? Hmm? Uh, anyone? Didn't know. This is a copy-paste religion. They do not know what the word Allah mean. They do not know who is Allah. They have no idea. Even Muhammad himself, he never met Allah. He never even heard the fart of Allah. And this religion is very weird. I mean, even this Allah, he do crazy stuff. And I will give you an example. You know, the Muslim, they say to us that Muhammad, he received the Quran by a middleman, which is an angel supposedly. His name is Jibril. I like Jibril, by the way. I met him many times. As you said, his name is Dahi al-Kalbi. He's very handsome. Muhammad, the prophet of Allah, he confirmed to us that Allah, he sent him the chapter of Al-Fatiha while he was doing poo-poo. And that is a clear reason for me to believe that the prophet is a true prophet. Otherwise, how come and why he received it in such a timing, perfect timing? You are doing poo-poo, and then Allah, he send you delivery. And what delivery is the same prayer the Muslims they pray 5 times a day. This is the chapter of Al-Fatiha, verse number 1. Each time Muhammad he go out to do the bathroom business. Read with me carefully, and the Muslim try to make it look nicer. It says, the messenger of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace. Whenever he went out where? To the bathroom. This is a dark. He used to hear someone calling him, oh Muhammad. And whenever he heard that, he used to flee. Any Muslim want to say something? What is that? A crazy man? Why he flee? Why he's running away? Muhammad already spoke to Jibril many times, and he came to him in the image of Dahi al-Kalbi. So he should know how he looked like. He knew how his voice is. So why he flee? The answer is very simple. It is dark. He is doing poo-poo, and he cannot focus. Who's this? Who's this? And he run. And then Waraqa ibn Nawfal, which is the real father of Muhammad, as I believe, advise the Prophet to remain in his place when the caller calls him, so he can hear. I mean, come on, he told you, like, why you are running away? Next time he call you, stay there. This is a prophet of God. We don't want to change the topic, Georgia, with my respect to you. Let us focus on one topic. Any Muslim want to say something? See, this is your books. This is not Christians saying something wrong about the Prophet. Obviously, this guy, he has a mental issue. Already he received many Quran. Why he's running away? A reference is in front of you, my friend. This is actually the admin is posting for you the link. You can open it. You can save it. This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. Asbab al-Nuzul by Imam al-Wahidi is a book. Asbab al-Nuzul in Arabic mean the reason for the Quran to come. Like supposedly every verse have a reason for it to come. So what is behind this verse? In this book you find the reasons. So here the author, the Imam, the scholar, he is giving us from the Islamic reference what is the reason for this is to come, how it came to existence. No, Muhammad's father did not die 7 years before his death. He died 4 years before his birth. Muhammad was born 4 years after his father's birth, and it's like this has happened always in the Middle East. I know many Muslims friends, their mother get pregnant 4 years after. Actually, according to Islam, a Muslim woman, she can be pregnant up to 10 years, like depend in the school or sect. Some they say 7, some they say 4, but the maximum is 10 years. This is why there was a Muslim woman, she was accused of adultery because she delivered a baby after like 2 years of her, less than 2 years I think. Her husband, he passed away. Then the lawyer who studied Sharia law for sure, he told the judge, well, isn't it according to the Sharia, to the Islamic law, a woman, she can be still can have a baby because the sperm of the man stay inside her up to 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. So he was able to save her from stoning to death using the stupidity of Islam. So if you marry a Muslim woman and you divorce her 5 years ago, and she give you a call, and she said to you, come and pay the bill in the hospital for your son, you cannot say this is not my son. Any Muslim? By the way, if there is any Muslim want to say I am lying, and you want me to show you the proof that a Muslim woman, she can be carrying the sperm of a man, her previous man, for many years, will challenge me. You can call me immediately. You see, we are live here, very transparent. Not like Muslims, they make a false accusation and stupidity, and they make a video speaking to themselves. All right, we have a Muslim calling.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam truth. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, alaikum assalam, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, brother, I'm good, man. You keep making on claims and claims. You got to show the evidence, brother. You got to show the evidence, brother.
Okay, hold on. Yesterday you called me and I show you tons of evidence. Did you check them out?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and you're still a Muslim until now?
Yes.
What do you mean you still yes? All the crazy stuff, and you are the one who said this is crazy. All the crazy stuff I showed you yesterday. Still you are a Muslim?
To be honest with you, brother, I didn't have much time, so I couldn't watch all of the. I just.
Okay, so you are asking me to show you reference for what now?
Yeah. I don't have too much like a few minutes, man.
Yeah, okay, but you want reference for what?
For the things that you were saying.
About what? About the woman, she can be carrying a baby for many years.
Yeah, for 10 years. No, that's no. You gotta show that for 10
Okay, here we
years.
go. This is, and I will translate using Google. This is in Arabic. أطول مدة تمكثها المرأة وهي حامل. I will translate to Google the page as it is. This is fatwa number 140103. I will post the link for you and to everybody so they can read it. Here, translate to English. All right.
Yes, brother.
Translation is ready. Do you see the title?
Let me see. Let me open. Yeah.
Okay. So it was in Arabic. Now we made it English. This is Google translation. So take into consideration, translation is not too much accurate, but it's going to be enough. Firstly, issued long. Okay. Now he will tell you, according to each school of Islam, how many years a woman she can still carrying a child from a previous man. All right. Number one, it says here is 9 months. Number two, 1 year. Number three, 2 years. Number four, 3 years. Number four twice here. There's coming 4 twice. I think it's a mistake. This should be number 5. Okay. 4 years, which is the doctrine of Shafi'i and Hanbali. What is your sect? Are you Shafi'i or Hanbali?
I don't have any sect. I'm Muslim.
No, there's nothing is called a Muslim. Muslim Sunni, they have 4 Islamic sect. Which one is yours?
I follow the Quran.
Yeah, come on, you know, come on. There's nothing is called like this. Aren't you a Sunni? Sunni, they have 4.
Yes.
Okay, Sunni have 4 sect. Which one is yours?
Sunni.
Are you Maliki? Are you Hanafi? Are you Hanbali? Are you Shafi'i? Which one?
What is that? It's just Sunni.
Okay, we will talk about that later. Okay, so 4 years, 4 years according to Shafi'i and Hanbali. All right, and most famous according to the Maliki. Here it says 5 years a novel about the Imam al-Maliki. 6 years according to this. 7 years according to etc. And there is no limit is to more to be pregnant toward etc. blah 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 blah. So this guy is saying there's no limit. It can be like for many years. And then here this guy is saying what? See local blah 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 blah. Okay, all right.